Lady Gaga has done it again. Her song Abracadabra is taking over the internet, and it feels like everyone is talking about it.
Abracadabra, amor, una, na. Abracadabra, Gaga.
As of recording, it's currently #1 on Billboard's Hot Dance Pop Songs for the 3rd week in a row. But why is this track making such a massive impact? It's not just another release, it's a moment. Abracadabra is being hailed as Gaga's return to form, blending her early theatrical pop roots with a modern hypnotic sound that's made for today's digital age. And let's be real, the dance from the video, already iconic. It has the internet in a chokehold. Everyone from TikTok creators to casual fans are trying to master the routine, fueling the song's viral spread. And personally, as a girly who loves a good choreographed video, I am obsessed. This comes right after the drop of Disease, which peaked at number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100, and her collab with Bruno Mars, Die With A Smile, which dominated the charts and is currently sitting at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 on its 27th week on the chart. Die With A Smile is a completely different vibe and style, proving that even presently, Gaga is still the master of reinvention, and all of these lead up to the release of her 8th studio album, Mayhem. So let's break it down, because while Disease did decently well and Die With A Smile is a catchy earworm eating up the charts, Abracadabra is the track that broke the internet, got longtime fans excited, and really took off. But first, hey friends, I'm Ana The Marketeer, your friendly neighborhood marketing bestie. I break down the marketing and branding strategies used in pop culture so we can learn from them together. Today, marketeers, we're going to discuss what Abracadabra tells us about Lady Gaga's brand shift and what this means for pop music going forward. This is a present-day case study in branding, nostalgia, and the power of reinvention. But before we get started, it's come to my attention that most of you watching my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. If you've been enjoying learning about branding and marketing with me, hit that subscribe button right now so you can see new videos every week. And big announcement, my new weekly newsletter, Marketeer's Memo, is coming soon. I'll be breaking down pop culture branding and marketing strategies as they happen in real time, showing you how they shape the current world around us. Join the waitlist right now by checking the description below. Okay, now let's get into it. Why Abracadabra feels like a classic. The moment Abracadabra dropped at the Grammys, fans had one immediate reaction. This feels like classic Gaga. From the pulsing electronic production to her hypnotic, almost trance-like vocals, Abracadabra carries that edge of mystery and drama that defined her early career. The music video aesthetic leans into Gaga's signature blend of avant-garde and high fashion, with eerie, surreal visuals that feel like they belong in the same universe as Bad Romance and Alejandro. And that dance, of course, it was choreographed by no other than the queen, Paris Goebel. It's mesmerizing, dramatic, and just complicated enough to make it a challenge for TikTok users, which is exactly why it's everywhere right now. But here's the key. This isn't just recycling the past. Abracadabra feels familiar and new at the same time. It's nostalgia done right, giving longtime fans what they love while still feeling fresh enough for a modern audience. And that's exactly why this song is hitting so hard right now. The cultural timing, why Abracadabra is blowing up. The success of Abracadabra isn't just about Gaga's return to form. It's perfect timing. First, we have the rise of what many call recession pop, the return of high energy escapist music that people turn to when real life feels a little too much. While we did still get bangers from the likes of Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Ariana in the 2010s, pop music in the later years was dominated by slower and moodier sounds from Billie Eilish, Lana Del Rey, and heck, I'd even put Adele in this category. But now, the pendulum is swinging back, and we're craving fun, over-the-top, danceable anthems. As reality gets dark, we crave some light. Gaga, one of the OG architects of the style, is naturally benefiting from this shift. And now we have TikTok, which wasn't around for the OG Gaga era. The song's hypnotic beat, repeated Abracadabra hook, and trippy aesthetic make it perfect for viral trends. The platform has been instrumental in reviving old hits and boosting new ones. And Abracadabra proves, after a nearly 2-decade-long career, Gaga knows how to continue riding and creating waves. Reinventing the Gaga brand, what Abracadabra means for her career. Lady Gaga has always been about bold reinvention, but Mayhem signals a shift in aesthetic and branding that we haven't seen from her before. For starters, the album art is strikingly different from anything she's done. Instead of the maximalist neon fantasy of Chromatica or the avant-garde chaos of art pop, Mayhem presents a stark, almost haunting image. Shattered glass, a dramatic monochromatic tone, and most notably, Gaga with dark hair. This is a big deal. For much of her career, she's been synonymous with platinum blonde, whether in futuristic leotards or old Hollywood glam. But this new look taps into a darker, edgier energy, almost like she's breaking the illusion, literally and figuratively. And then there's Abracadabra itself, a song that sonically throws it back to her roots in dance pop. It feels sharper, more focused, as if she's channeling the chaos of art pop through the polished confidence of her later eras. We also can't ignore the timing of this drop. Die With a Smile was a massive success, but carried a completely different aesthetic. Smoother, more romantic, and way more in line with the disco-tinged sound we saw in Chromatica. With Abracadabra, Gaga is making it very clear that Mayhem is going to be something entirely its own. A new chapter, a new persona, and possibly the start of her next pop culture domination era. What this means for pop music going forward. What's happening with Abracadabra is bigger than just one song. It shows there may be a shift in pop music's entire landscape. It's clear we're entering a new pop cycle, one where high energy, theatrical, and experimental sounds are back in full force. Hyperpop and dance pop are running in this new era, and the Grammys show it. Chappell Roan won Best New Artist, and Charli XCX's Brat won Best Dance Electronic Album. Across the pop landscape, artists like Kim Petras, Slater, and even mainstream powerhouses like Dua Lipa and Ariana Grande are shifting towards dance-infused, high-energy sounds. The pop landscape is embracing bold, club-ready beats, theatrical aesthetics, and maximalist production, signaling a return to unapologetic experimental pop. What Abracadabra proves is that people are ready for the weird, the wild, and the theatrical again. Pop doesn't have to be polished and predictable. It can be chaotic, fun, and full of personality. Pure pop escapism is making a comeback, and nobody does that better than Gaga. If this new era is anything like her past reinventions, expect a ripple effect across the industry as more artists lean into bold visuals, maximalist production, theatrics, and pure pop escapism. So, what do you think? Is Abracadabra the start of a whole new Lady Gaga era? And what's a sleeper hit from her past you think deserves this kind of viral energy? Let's talk in the comments. If you love this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into branding, pop culture, and marketing. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter in the description below. Because if you're just now finding out about Gaga's new song, you already missed the hype, so don't let it happen again. Until next time, marketeers, stay curious, stay critical, and feel the beat under your feet, the floor's on fire.